The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
From Glycod, it's Oldham County High School's football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. By LaGrange Service Center, caring for your car with Napa know-how. By Vaughn Pettit Legal Group for intelligent legal solutions. By Anderson's Sales and Service in Crestwood, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Metro Windows, one call can replace your old rotted windows. Now to the field for all the action of Oldham County High School's football from Glycod.
Good evening and welcome to the broadcast. Mike Beck in the booth tonight with Gary Satori. Gary, glad to have you with me tonight on a frosty, chilly evening here at South Oldham High School.
I'm glad to be here, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a little dippy out here tonight.
It is a little nippy. Game time temperature, I believe it's about 46 degrees the last time I checked, and temperature is going to drop down to the upper 30s tonight. But it's, I guess you call this football weather?
Yeah, this is week 10. This is November. This is a time where, you just strap it up and get all your warm gear on and you just play.
You just get out there and you'll get warm real quick on the field. I know
sure
that for
do.
sure.
Yep.
We've got a great matchup tonight. This season's been some ups and downs. We've had some good games early in the season, had a lot of blowouts this year for some reason. But tonight we expect anything but. We've got two great teams tonight.
We sure do. This is one of the things that I know personally, going against South Oldham for 6 years, they are an exceptionally good football team. Offensively, they score a lot of points, and defensively, they have just been shutting people down. And then looking over at Central Hardin, seeing what they've done is almost the same identical thing. They're scoring a lot of points, and they're keeping their opponents down. So I think this is going to be one true to see who's the best in this competition. I really think that this is going to be a true test for both teams to see where they're at.
Well, it is senior night here at South Oldham High School. A lot of the seniors of different programs being introduced and the senior football players being acknowledged right now. But Central Hardin comes in 8-1 on the season. Their RPI is 619. South Oldham 8-1 on the season. Their RPI 612. They on paper they're almost identical, but they're not on the field.
No, they're not. The thing about it is that South Oldham played Christian Academy.
Yep.
First game. It was down to about 1 or 2 points.
Yeah.
It was a struggle, and you're playing really good. And this is the true competition to see where South Oldham was in the beginning, and then they had a pretty much easier schedule, just like we talked about. Now, Central Hardin had their tough game last week.
Yeah.
And, I talked to one of the special teams coach, and he said they had 2 special teams scores taken away. So, this right here, I'm looking forward to this game. This is going to be a true test to see who really is in the trenches, who's going to win this game, who's healthy, and who is going to be able to capitalize on mistakes.
Okay, well, we're going to head and take our first break. When we come back, we'll have your interviews with the coaches of both squads. Stand by. That's coming up right after this. You're watching Glycod's coverage of Kentuckiana High School football.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling in LaGrange. For trusted on-time service, call Thompson at 502-817-3105. Thompson, making people comfortable. ThompsonHeating.net.
I'm here with head coach Tim Manley of the Central Hardin football team. And, Coach, congratulations on a great season so far. This is week 10. You're getting ready to go into the playoffs. What do you expect tonight out of this game?
I expect a hard-fought game. I think it's going to be two good football teams going at it. And I just hope our guys are focused and ready to play, because, we preached all week about not going into playoffs, on a negative. You want to go into the playoffs on a positive. So we're hoping to come up here and hopefully squeak by with a win. But, it's South Oldham's an excellent football team, so we definitely got our work cut out for us.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys have been scoring a lot of points, and then you're keeping people from scoring. Same with the other team. What do you think is the key tonight to actually win the game?
We got to limit big plays, which is always our focus going into the game. Don't give up explosive plays, and hopefully control the line of scrimmage. When you do those things, then you usually have a chance to win a game. But it's going to be a test for us, because they're scoring a bunch of points. They're playing great defense, and they do what they do really well.
Well, Coach, I really appreciate your time. I know you're getting ready to go on the field and go ahead and do your pregame warm-up. So I really appreciate it, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
We're here with head football coach of South Oldham Dragons, Jamie Reed. Jamie, you've been having a great season as always with the South Oldham Dragons. It's getting ready to be week 10. What do you think the key for tonight's game is?
I'll tell you what, our program's blessed to have these big games the last several years and have good teams, but tonight's going to be one of the biggest challenges we've had in the regular season in quite some time. These guys are very good coming in here, Central Hardin, and they're well coached, and we're going to have to run the ball tonight. We're going to have to stop the run and the pass. They do both very well. We're going to have our best game to come out on top tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys are extraordinary well defense this year. I mean, you're not letting people score. What do you think the key is to that?
I think our coaches are getting honed in. We had a new defensive staff except the defense coordinator 3 years ago. And so now all those guys are getting on the same page. They're learning the ins and outs of the defense that the defense coordinator wants. And we upgraded this year with some speed. We lost some experience, but some guys that came over and made the starting team this year have a lot more speed. And so we've been a little bit more dynamic that way. And so it's worked out for us.
And also, I know because I coached against you for 6 years, and it's always a battle. Your offensive genius mind. I actually stole a few plays from you. What do you think the key is? Year in and year out, you're so successful with the offense.
Well, we're a wing T-based team. We run a lot of triple option. We try to do things with our offense that the average high school player can do. And if we mess around and get somebody who's above average, then we feel like it should be even better. And that's just kind of been our key to our success. We don't try to be what we see on Saturday and Sunday. Like I said, we've been blessed to have some good players come through here the last several years.
Well, we want to keep it short because I know you're on the field getting ready to have your great game. I know you're getting ready to go into the playoffs, and we wish you all the best, and congratulations, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900, or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High. You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back, Mike Beck, Gary Satori. Glad to be with you here tonight at South Oldham High School, home of the Dragons. And Glycod would like to welcome Crestwood Coin Laundry as our newest partner. We're so glad you're out there. If you're watching this broadcast while doing your laundry, well, turn it up. Share the good news. Let everybody know that you're watching us. And thank you for tuning in. Crestwood Coin Laundry, open daily at 6520 West Highway 146. And guess what? Crestwood. That's how we know. It's Crestwood Coin Laundry. Gary, let's talk about some keys to the game tonight. We look at these two teams, and both of them very talented. Central Hardin comes in. It's a little bit harder to win on the road. It's just kind of the way it is in high school. But what are some of the things they've got to get done tonight?
Well, I think the number one thing is just like we talked about in the pre-game interview was the defense. I think defense is a must. I mean, these young men know that they're going against a very powerful offenses, and so I think in order for Central Hardin to win is the defense, and they got to watch for those counters, they got to watch for those reverses, and then also the thing is that Jamie does a great job of the play action pass, and so they've got to be able to keep their you can't fall asleep back there. You've got to be able to be alert for those passing games,
right?
And then the another thing is just that I'm an old offensive line coach, so you win in the trenches,
Yep.
And offensive line play, defensive line play is a must. And whoever's going to go ahead and be able to get those angles and be able to go ahead and control the line of scrimmage. I think Central Hardin, I saw them warm up. They're big.
They are a pretty good-sized team.
Moly, they're big.
All right, well, let's take a look at the keys tonight for South Oldham for the Dragons. They've got some things. They've got to be disciplined on defense too, don't they?
Yeah, and the thing is, Jamie was talking about their speed, and I think that really is a plus because, the wing tee that Central Hardin runs is more of a traditional old school, go ahead and set things up a little bit slower. So I think the defense can get to those gaps faster and be able to blow things up. And I think that's one of the things that South Oldham's used to watching a little bit and playing against some wing tee, but those kids are big over there in Central Hardin. So I think the speed is going to be able to, if they make a mistake, they're going to be able to capitalize and be able to come back.
I know offensively that's going to be great if South can get their players in the open field too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Jamie is so creative. I mean, he's going to go ahead and put you to sleep with the triple option, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's going to be able to pitch it, and then all of a sudden that field is going to be wide open. Also, he has a very good, play action game. He's going to go in the shotgun, and he's going to be able to throw that ball and put speed in space, and he's going to be able to capitalize on what Central Hardin is not going to be able to defend.
South is a very well-coached team, which makes it even more important not to have the silly turnover or the unforced error like a penalty.
Exactly. I mean, Jamie Reed is not going to go ahead and do anything like he said. He's not going to run anything, hey, I saw this play on Saturday, we should run this, or I saw this play on Sunday. Jamie knows that this is the best offense to run for high school kids, and he is going to go ahead. He's been running this inside and out. These kids sleep and know these plays inside and out. So, again, discipline is the key for Jamie. He knows this offense inside and out, and his kids do too.
All right. Well, tonight's keys to the game brought to you by the Vaughn Pettit Legal Group located in Pee Wee Valley. Vaughn Pettit offers 4 decades of experience in legal representation. For more information, you can visit them at vplegalgroup.com, and we appreciate their support. Stand by. We'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, and we'll be ever much closer to the beginning of this game. With all the senior activities, they've had an extended pregame tonight. The clock says we're about 9.5 minutes away. It feels longer to me. It just feels like it could be a few more minutes than that. So we're in no big hurry here. Mike Beck, Gary Satori, stand by. We'll be back right after this on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Mike Beck, Gary Satori here at South Oldham High School, the home of the Dragons, as the band has finished playing the national anthem. They march off. Very colorful band and a nice-sized band, too. You've got some of these schools, they've got like 7 or 8 kids out there in the band. That's a shame. It's just good to see schools that have healthy extracurricular programs or the arts programs, more than just athletics. It's good to see the bands robust.
You know, that's the thing about it. The Oldham County system, they have a lot to offer students. It's not just sports. It's just the band. You can see how great they play.
Yeah.
And, again, it's Halloween. Yesterday was Halloween, all them bright colors, and, I think it might be a spin-off of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but, one thing I do know, it's time to take a look at the starting lineups for both these squads, and we'll start with Central Hardin because they're the visitors, so that's just always the courtesy we give them. They're led by their quarterback, Chase Elmore, and he's had quite the season. Deonko Wilkerson, their outstanding running back, but they've got good rushers across the lineup. Clay Perry, Kyler Lee, Gavin George, the wide receiver. Tight end is Sean Hay. Caleb Adams, Mason Trout, Kyle Browning, Logan Green, and Blaine Mattingly. Those are the offensive line players. They didn't give us specific positions up front. Sometimes I think that's a little gamesmanship. They don't always like to give that information out. But that's the offense for Central Hardin. Now on the other side of the ball, some of the same names, but a few extra personnel as well. You see a lot of players going both ways, no matter what the level of high school seems anymore. Sam Filiaw, Dylan Butterworth, Mason Trout, Sean Hay on the front four for the defense. Gabe Ramirez, Clay Perry, and Kyler Lee, the backers. Cornerbacks, Andrew Ibarra, Gavin George, and then you got your quarterback and your main running back at safety. So they obviously need the speed back there, right?
Yeah, I was talking to the offensive line coach earlier for South Oldham, and he said the luxury is that a lot of the offensive line and the defensive line are going to platoon.
Yeah.
So, that is a luxury when you're playing in such a tough competition. You're going to give your linemen some rest. And he said this year they were lucky to have enough numbers on that.
Yeah, they do. And the one thing you hate to see, though, is the quarterback playing on defense. That's just always makes – if I'm a coach, that makes my heart skip a little beat every game.
It does, because, the thing is that, your mentality. You don't have time to talk to your quarterback and make adjustments.
Right.
He's already on the field, on defense, and of course, he's going to be winded. He's playing both ways, and then you're trying to get to him as fast as you can and be able to say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we've got to watch out for this. So it is challenging when you're when your quarterback is playing safety or playing linebacker. One time we had a quarterback that played linebacker. Can
That's
you believe
crazy.
that? Yeah.
I believe it. Dragon offense, Anthony Pierce. Outstanding job at quarterback. Keaton Martin, the fabulous running back, all-time leading rusher at South Oldham. J.T. Benson, Ethan Bednarczyk, Ethan Snyder, Richard Thompson. Your skill guys, but the guys up front, they got some skill too. Evan Nash, Zach Dudek, Garrett Chester, Ronnie Simpson, Grayson Bashir. Then on the defensive side of the ball, Clark, Dudek, Thompson, Sprague, Russell, Covington, Garrison, Isaac Lally, Ethan DeVazier, and Luke Oliveros as your defensive starters tonight for South Oldham. We're going to go ahead and take our final break. When we come back, it's going to be time for kickoff. Stand by, folks. One more stop, and game underway right after this on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learn something.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
From Glycod, it's Oldham County High School's football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. By LaGrange Service Center, caring for your car with Napa know-how. By Vaughn Pettit Legal Group for intelligent legal solutions. By Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Metro Windows. One call can replace your old rotted windows. Now to the field for all the action of Oldham County High School's football from Glycod.
Mike Beck, Gary Sartori here, and it is time to get this thing underway. And one of the most anticipated matchups we had on our calendar this season. Looking at these two schools, kind of thought both of these schools would be strong going into the season. You just had that feeling based on what you knew. They both played out kind of as we thought. Central Hardin could be undefeated right now. South Oldham very well could be undefeated. This is a marquee game in Kentuckiana on either side of the river. I know Indiana's in their playoffs tonight, so those games are pretty big for those kids, but you'd be hard-pressed to tell me there's a better game in Kentucky tonight.
Oh, I agree.
Right here.
I agree 100%. I mean, this right here, true test, it doesn't make any difference if it's 6A or 1A. This is the game to watch tonight.
Well, the Bruins will kick off. South Oldham will return the ball. 2 men deep. And let's see if we can get this thing moving. There's the approach. And a little squib kick He's going to roll all the way to the 18-yard line, picked up and returned. And not much of a return that time. They'll get out across the 20-yard line to about the 22. It'll be 1st and 10, South Oldham. And probably don't want to put it too deep and give those kids a chance to get a running start.
No, I'll tell you what, you're probably going to see Jamie feel them out. They're going to run their traditional belly and their triple option. Just kind of see what they're going to do, how they're going to line up. You can watch film all you want, but when you run against this type of offense, you really don't know what kind of defense they're going to run until you actually see them live.
Anthony Pierce, the quarterback, he's under center. Single back behind him and a handoff. No, it's the option. Comes out to the left. There's the pitch. Benson carries it across the 30, and it'll be 2nd down and short. Nice first down play that time from South Oldham.
Yeah, just like I expected, to see that triple option, see who's going to be the dive key, who's actually taking the pitch, who's actually watching the quarterback. They did a great job of execution. Nice job on the triple option. What, about 9 yards?
Yeah, picked up 9. 2nd down and 1 is the call. And Benson on that first carry, he's quite the ball player. Football, I hear he does his best work on the baseball field, though.
Oh, yeah,
interesting
definitely.
to hear how his career winds up. Baseball just ended 2 nights ago. Hard to believe. 2nd and 1. Straight up the middle. And a first down on the carry.
That's called old side. That's like a belly play. It's like an isolation. The fullback just spins, the quarterback spins around, gets just a nice power movement. And again, this is where you find the gaps and go ahead and create right in the B gap and just a nice isolation play.
First touch of the night for Keaton Martin. He'll pick up the first down. Ball out at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. South Oldham Dragons. Couple of plays in a row going their way. Let's see if they can keep it moving.
Spreading it out.
Back in the shotgun. Pierce going to roll out to his right, look downfield. Little short pass, connects with Bednarczyk, who dances around, doesn't get much after the catch, but he makes the catch, and it's going to be second and 4 or 5.
This is a really good play for them. They're in shotgun. They're in trips formation. Basically, quarterback sprints out, and they do a flood combination. One's going to go really deep, and then you find the layers. And what they did is they found the ball quick, and they threw it out short, and they got a nice 5 yards.
It's almost like a run. That's 2nd and 5. It's a nice move the ball through the chains. You want to make yourself put yourself in a good situation, right?
Right, exactly. Safe combination, find who's open, and just go ahead and throw it to them. Don't have to go deep on that.
2nd and 5. Back in the shotgun once again is Pierce. Has the snap, rolls to his left this time. Looks to be the opposite of the last play. Little pitch and catch. It's going to be, just enough maybe for a first down. Stays in bounds, keeps fighting, and falls down. He tackles himself. But a great effort by J.T. Benson.
Yeah, same play. Going ahead and going opposite to the left side. Throw it short. Nice fullback, strong kid, and being able to go ahead and fight through that.
That's one of those plays where Central Hardin's defenders, I think, thought he was out of bounds or thought they had stopped him, and JT didn't hear a whistle.
No, you got to wrap up. You got to make sure that you definitely take this young man down. He's tough. He's physical.
1st and 10, ball inside the 35 at the 33. Dragons now marching down the field, their first offensive series of the night. 2.5 minutes gone in the game, no score. Pierce under center, man in motion. But that handoff, Keaton Martin. And he weaves and bobs his way through there. Nice first down run by Keaton Martin.
Yeah, it's a belly play. It's an isolation. It's just go ahead. With that motion, you don't know if it's triple option or you're going to run that ISO. It's a really great, solid play because now you're making the defense read their keys and they're not watching the fullback, and all of a sudden, boom, they'll just go ahead and isolate it and get you a nice, solid 11, 10 yards?
Something like that. Inside the red zone, in the red zone for the first time tonight. 1st and 10, ball at the 16. Pierce goes under center for this play. Martin is such a great runner. Another first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 5.
Yeah, he was in double tights with 2 wings. Same motion, and then all of a sudden he ran belly to the left side. And he found an opening. He's found something in that nice B gap.
Well, those are big players on the Central Hardin side of the field, so you got to give credit to that offensive line. They're opening something up for Mr. Martin to weave his way through there.
The good thing about this is that you're blocking on angles. You can go ahead and block down and crisscross and kick out the tackle, and then you got yourself a really big hole because those boys are big. You have to create angles when you block. jet.
Little jet sweep is going to be a jet touchdown.
That's a great play. Jamie's really good at running the jet sweep on the red zone. He's going to go ahead and match up, be a little bit unbalanced, and put the wide receiver to the wide side, put the tight end and a wing back. And he's going to go ahead and find out which side has the least defensive players. And he overloaded it, ran the jet sweep, wide open touchdown.
Josh Carter takes it in from 5 yards out for the touchdown. 6-0 early in the going here, first quarter for South Oldham. Connor Langford in for the extra point. Snap is there. Hold is there, and it looks like the kick is there as well. 7-0 here in the early going. South Oldham over Central Hardin. And yes, I didn't forget you. Jim Kazmarek, he's been with me almost every game this season. He had knee replacement this week. He's in the sidelines. And Jim, I am thinking about you. Yeah, I just was waiting to give you your shout out, but you get it right now. So tip of the hat to Jim Kazmarek, who's one of the best people you'll get to meet, and just a lot of fun to do a broadcast with. And so he's laid up at home, but he's watching the game tonight. So we love you, Jim, and we appreciate what you've done for us this year. So rest up, get well, and we'll see you when football gets back around next year, perhaps. So it is 7-0, 8:19 to go in the first quarter, and I got to admit, I'm a little surprised how easy that seemed for South Oldham.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the thing is a speed. I know we talked a little bit, in between commercial breaks, but South Oldham has more speed. These kids are big for Central Hardin, so they're not used to the speed. And I think that's going to be a key factor right here.
Deep for Hardin, Deonko Williams and Gavin George. And it's going to go to George. He'll take it at the 10-yard line. He goes to his left, looks for some spacing. Kind of trying to be patient on that. Sometimes in a kickoff, you just really have to pin your ears back and fly. He did get it out across the 30 to the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. We'll see Central Hardin's offense, and we hear they're quite talented too. So let's see what South's defense can do and what the Bruins got in the tank.
I think you're going to see some very similar formations, but you're going to see different plays run out of it. They're more traditional, old-school wing tee, and I think you're going to see a lot more power. They're already unloaded on their formation right here.
Chase Elmore, the quarterback, is under center. 2 men in the backfield, and the first man through is a loose ball. It's still on the ground, and South covers it.
They got a nice fumble. The fullback dive, and all of a sudden they just popped him out of it and fumbled the ball, and then South Oldham recovers.
And that is a huge turnover here early in the ball game. Is South, they love to capitalize on those miscues by the opponents. A little bit of discussion where they put the ball down, I think. I didn't see a flag or penalty of any kind. And it will be South's ball, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. It appears. I say it appears because referees tend to make me a liar.
God, 1st and 10, South Oldham. I think I'll tell you what, if Jamie was going to go cut him into the throat, he's going to see some play action right here.
All right, South Oldham takes advantage of the turnover here. Now let's see if they can take it and turn it into some points. 1st and 10, ball at the 30, short field. Man in motion, little play action pass. You called it. Yep. Pierce going to pull it down. He'll have the first down plus. Great blocking downfield, and he's in the end zone.
Right, speed and space. It's just exactly what I thought Jamie was going to do. He was going to go ahead, and he's got the opportunity. He was going to take advantage of nice play action, speed and space. The quarterback absolutely saw nothing down there, but he saw an opportunity to run. And here we go. We're up now. It's already going to be 13 or 14 to nothing.
They took it back. They say he stepped out of bounds just short of the goal line appears to be the 3-yard line. So we'll take the points off the board. We're not trying to get ahead of ourselves. It looked like they signaled touchdown at one point, but and everyone celebrated as if it were. But no, he was out of bounds. 1st and goal from the 3, but nice run and great downfield blocking. That's something you don't see at the high school level often. Pierce under center. That time he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not much there for Keaton Martin, I believe.
Yeah, he was trying to run in that trips look and run that same ISO belly play. And I think, just the numbers wasn't there. Defense was expecting it. Nice job on a defensive goal line stance.
Got one player coming off what looks to be a stinger on the right side. He'll get him checked out. Great thing about South, one of the great things, is the depth they have on offense. They've got I don't say interchangeable parts, but they've got some skill players that can come off the bench in a heartbeat. 2nd and goal from the 1. Keaton Martin, this time he's in.
Yep.
Touchdown, South Oldham.
Again, we're not going to see nothing really special. You're not going to see a whole lot of plays. You're going to see just execution, belly, triple option. You're going to see the reverses a little bit later, towards the game. He's not going to do anything and show that right now.
And just like that, 13-0 at the 7:03 mark here in the first quarter. Maybe a little bit of a surprise if you're expecting a defensive battle. South has made a liar out of us, at least here in the first 2 series.
Yeah, I was expecting more of a the defensive battle, but here we go.
Langford for the extra point, up. And right on the mark, Langford, one of the best kickers in the state of Kentucky, and he shows why with another one through the uprights there. 14-0 to score, South over Central Hardin. And so at what point, if you are a Central Hardin coach, do you start getting a little worried?
Well, I know you're down 14-0, but you got to just get your kids focused. You got to get them to say, stay focused. Let's do our game one play at a time. Control the ball. Let's go ahead and do what we do best, and we're going to control the clock. It could be a simple 7-14 before we know it, and then all of a sudden you're only down by 1 touchdown. You just got to control your kids. Don't let them get panicked. We control. Let's do what we do best, and let's have one play at a time, and that's the key to offense.
One of the things that's so hard to explain, especially to viewers, is the psychology of the high school football player. When you're at the college level, especially at the pros, I mean, they're getting paid good money. Their head's going to be in the game every week. Sometimes kids, teenagers, some of these kids 15, 16 years old, they don't always think rational thoughts.
Exactly, and that's the reason why, your staff has to be on the same page right here. You have to be going up and down the line and just encouraging the young men, let's keep our heads up, let's control it, let's do what we do best.
Fantastic kick by Langford, taken by Wilkerson at the 3-yard line, brings it out across the 30, still moving. And he'll be stopped at about the 32, 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Almost the exact same spot they were at last time when they had that first offensive series. Basically, it was one play and a fumble.
I like the way he has patience. There's a player down right now. It's probably, I don't know, even when it's cold, you have cramp problems.
Yeah.
Because you're losing a lot of moisture. Looks like we have an issue with a cramp.
Yep.
But I like the patience. I really do. I love the patience of that young man on return.
Yep.
He's just watching and seeing the holes develop. He's got a good vision.
Letting it develop in front of him. Well, players down on the field, while that's the situation, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see where we go from here. Stand by. We'll be back right after this on Glycod.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High. You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Yeah, he's fine. He's just cramping.
Mike Beck, Gary Satori here at South Oldham High School, and the cramps, they will get you. That was Isaac Lally. And I know his family's here. His father works up in the press box, and I've talked to him many times during these games. He's very proud of his son. I'm sure he had a moment or two where his heart skipped a beat. You see his son down on the field. Never a good feeling as a parent, but I think it's just cramps. And even as cold as it is, hydration is so important. 1st and 10. Central Hardin going to put it in the air, and they do it very well. Pitch and catch for a 1st down. Pass out to Andrew Ibarra.
The great thing about this offense, you've got 4 plays. It all looks the same. You can either run your power, your buck, your trap, a counter, or what they just ran is called the bootleg, a waggle. Great job.
1st and 10, ball all the way out to the 47-yard line. A big pickup of 14 yards on that play. It'll be third first down of the night. First one they've earned, though. Handoff. Deonco Williams is taken up in the backfield.
This is exactly what I was talking about, is that as big as Central Hardin is, they're slow. And South Oldham is going to be able to capitalize with the speed.
JT Benson stunting in or just aggressively coming in. He made the play, a loss of 5. It's going to be second and 15.
You know, you were mentioning, about your former partner.
Jim Kazmary.
Yeah, Jim. Well, one of the greatest defensive coordinators I got to be around was Dave McCoy, at North Oldham. He's texted me. He's watching the game as we're saying that Central Hardin is not adjusting to the overload of South Oldham's offense. Another waggle.
Elmore rolls out to his right. He's going to pull it down and run it and slide. He'll pick up a few yards, but not back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. And that's playing behind the chains, as they say, and this is going to be tough. South Oldham, they're pretty disciplined. They're going to come after Elmore, I have a feeling.
Yeah, the thing is this is not something new for South Oldham. They see a lot of different wing tees. They know not to get fooled. The thing is that they know when they actually see the actual whoever's the ball, they're going to go attack. They're going to go be aggressive. The thing that's going to save Central Hardin is the play action of the waggle. I think you're going to have to do that for a while in order to go ahead and be able to get patience and move down the field. Now we're in trips.
3rd and 11, drop back, sets up a screen and through the hand of the defender. He's kicking himself.
Yeah, this is one of those things is that he's going to be dreaming about this. He's going to be thinking about this all weekend. He could have actually had that in his hands. He was gone in the end zone. That was going to be another 6. Yeah.
Nice play.
Central Hardin stepping back. The quarterback was getting too deep, and all of a sudden he's trying to draw the defense in. They saw it, adjusted, and all of a sudden that could have been another nice touchdown for South Oldham.
That was Joey Sprake, by the way, and Sprake, one of the outstanding seniors on this squad. Punt team in. Kick is up. Nice punt. High school, you never know what you get. It's kind of a grab bag in the punting game. Bednarczyk will return the ball a few yards. He'll set it up inside the 30, out of bounds at the 26. That'll be 1st and 10 South Oldham. At 4:51 to go here in the first quarter, 2 offensive series. Well, really one. Had the first one, which was a fumble on the first play. Central Hardin shows they can move the ball, but not consistently yet.
Exactly. I think the thing is that Central Hardin, again, mentality, they have to slow down, they have to control, they have to see what they do best. Now that line is big. They should be able to capitalize and do some power.
Central Hardin actually in the bigger class. They are a 6A school versus the 5A South Oldham. But you look at them on the field, you only got 11 guys at a time. So 1st and 10.
Nice triple option. There's
the pitch. Well covered this time by the defense.
Yeah, they went ahead and made that adjustment. You see the linebacker move out a little bit. That's the overload, and actually what the defense did, they shifted to the overload.
Pickup of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. South Oldham with the 2-touchdown lead here in the first quarter. A little bit of a surprise.
Now this is probably where you're going to still see Jamie still do continuous thing. Now he looks like he's in shotgun. The 2 backs, that's something a little different than he's used to running.
Waits for the snap. Fakes the handoff and the pitch. Carter trying to thread the needle there. Does pick up some positive yards, but not enough for the first down. It's going to be 3rd and a couple, it appears.
Yeah, it looks like a triple option now, the shotgun. The thing is you got to have that pitch relationship. You can't be right next to him, and there was a little bit of shock there. He pitched the ball out there, and that got the defensive to be able to cover. One guy got to cover 2 people.
Yeah. 3rd and 2 is the situation here. The Central Hardin defense, they'd love to get a stop at this point. Haven't already given up 2 touchdowns. I think they're a little surprised at that. They haven't given up a lot of points defensively this year.
Wishbone power low play.
And there's the pitch. It's a first down, and Benson's going to get the first and a lot more.
You can go ahead, but you can go ahead and disguise anything in formation you want to. You're still going to run that triple option. And that's exactly what they ran. They ran the triple option out of the wishbone.
Benson all the way out to midfield, 1st and 10 South Oldham. And I think this is a case where they've got so many different weapons. A lot of their players have that extra gear. as they say. Good speed from Benson that time, almost pulled away. 1st and 10, midfield. Interesting formation in the backfield. Hand off to Keaton Martin, going to follow his blockers. Squirts out of a tackle and dives ahead. Looks like he got 8.
Yeah, you're seeing all kinds of different formations coming out of the pistol with the 2-back look. You're just seeing a power play. You're just seeing Jamie Reed just basically running the power. And, again, the speed of South Oldham is going to always be a little bit more of an advantage. I think Central Hardin has still got to be disciplined and check and make sure, can we adjust to whatever formations he's going to be able to run against us.
2nd and 2 is the situation. About 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. South Oldham really got on the scoreboard early and has been in control so far, and they're showing it again here on this drive. Pierce. And we get a timeout taken by South Oldham. I think they were running up against the game clock, or play clock rather. And while they take a quick break, we'll take one, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here, South Oldham High School. Mike Beck, Gary Satori. 2nd and 2 is the situation. South Oldham called a timeout. They wanted to discuss some things, make sure they got it right. Heads-up play there. A lot of times the kids will just kind of forge ahead even when they're unsure, and that's when turnovers or mistakes happen.
Exactly. Now, the lineup on this trips is different. A little power option right here.
Pierce going to keep it himself, cuts it back up the middle, and he'll have more than enough for first down, and a flag comes in.
Looks like a little bit of it's going to be on South Oldham. Looks like a little bit of holding play.
First penalty of the night will go against the Dragons, and they're walking back. They seem to acknowledge that.
It's a speed option. It's a really nice job. Again, with the different options, the different things that Jimmy's showing Central Hardin. We're showing you different formations. We're still running the same plays, but we're going to go ahead and put you in different. We're moving my chess pieces.
Yeah.
And are you going to go ahead and adjust to me?
The result of that penalty puts the ball back at midfield. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Not the first down they were hoping, but not the disaster that many times a holding penalty can be. Man, some of those penalties are just killer down and distance.
Right. And now you're 2nd and 10 versus 2nd and 15 or 2nd and 20.
This time Pierce under center. Carter goes in motion. And he's going to think about passing. He reverses his field. Pierce pulls it down. And a nice run by Anthony Pierce. What a fantastic job.
Yeah, that's a great thing about having this option-type quarterback. This kid can throw the ball, but if he sees it, he's not going to be afraid to tuck it and go. And that's an advantage right there. I'm telling you right now. I mean, the defense has to have somebody spy that quarterback, or else it's going to be all night long. 19-yard
pickup is the result of that play. 1st and 10 ball, the 31-yard line. Anthony Pierce. You know, they say that the word is he's a game manager, but I tell you, talking to Coach Reed, he acknowledges that he manages a game very well, but he's a heck of a lot more than just a game manager.
Yes, he is.
1st and 10.
Jet.
JT Benson. And never got his Jets fully firing that time. Good defense by Central Hardin to string it out and keep it to a short gain. It'll be 2nd down.
This is
about 8.
This is where I'm expecting a little bit of a counter now. You know, Jamie's showing the belly. He's shown the triple option. Now he's shown the jet. I think it's time now, with 52 seconds left, he might go ahead and show a little bit of a counter play. I'm going to show you either belly, I'm going to show you either the triple option, or I'm going to show you the jet, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it, and then we're going to give it to another back and go the opposite way.
Can the defense adjust to that? Because you get used to running and chasing the play. Counter play will get you all twisted up. 2nd and 8. Pierce looks like he's going to put it in the air. Changes his mind. Tackled by Sean Hay for a minimal gain. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was definitely, again, I'm going to go ahead and try to do a little bit of a play action. Defense did a great job covering.
Well, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We've got 12 minutes in the books. South Oldham up 14-0 over Central Hardin. Stand by. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching Glycod coverage of Kentuckiana high school football. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
What if I told you that one group had relationships that ran the media gamut and could cross-promote your business accordingly? For a creative, solutions-driven approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
1 quarter in the books. South Oldham owned that one 14-0. Second quarter about to get underway. Central Hardin trying to find a way to get a stop here. Best chance they've had so far is this 3rd down and 8 situation. Pierce, Keaton Martin in the backfield.
Yeah, it looks like the flood again. Here goes the flood run. There's a sprint out to the left.
And you called it. He rolls to his left, finds a receiver. Oh, good defensive play. I believe that was Deonko Williams, their running back, who also comes up and makes a great stop. I don't know if it was enough or not. It looks like he's going to be just a bit short. It'll be 4th and maybe a yard. And this is 4-down territory for Coach Reed.
Yeah, this is one of the things that Jamie loves. He's going to hold on to the ball. He's going to go ahead and gamble here. He's going to go ahead and just run his best play. He's going to run that belly.
Well, unless you need a field goal, and he doesn't, might as well use up as much of the clock as you can here on a play.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what he's going to run here.
4th and a yard. Big play here.
There it is, the belly.
Just a power run. Keaton Martin, no contest. Off the right tackle, and he'll get across the 20-yard down into the 15-yard line, 1st and 10.
You got a player down for Central.
Player injured. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Glycod. Stay with us.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here. Player down on the field, and he's being attended to. He's walking off under his own power. A little bit of a limp there. Hopefully not as serious. I tell you, one thing I've learned from having played this game is a lot of times that first impact feels much worse than it might actually turn out to be, and we're hoping that's the case for that young man there.
Yeah, and the weather's changing. It's cold, too.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, you know, you get that frost and you get your cold and the bones will get there, and all of a sudden you get that nice crisp hit. It's a little different feel.
It sure does. And I hate to tell you, I couldn't make out the number, but they have light blue on white jerseys.
Yeah.
And somebody's got to come up with a rule and say, you got to do better than this. That's so hard to read. 1st and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. Pierce under center, full backfield. Quick pitch there. Benson just powers through.
Now this is I'll be able to see it on the replay or not, but it looks like they had 2 tight ends to the right side. They're overloading again. If the defense doesn't adjust, then they're going to keep on running that power sweep. If the defense did adjust, I'm sure they had an optional play to run triple option to the left side.
Yeah, that's one thing we don't have is replay. But don't tell Chris LeVar because he may want to get it next year and it'll drive me crazy. Second down and 1, ball at the 6-yard line. Beer's going to drop back, put it in the air, quick pass. Bednarzik's going to have a first down, but not in the end zone. A flag comes in late. That's going to be against Central Hardin. Just not sure what the call is. Maybe a face mask?
I was looking down. I got a text. We have a score, Oldham County 12, Collins 0 in the first.
Okay, there's an update. That is a 15-yard variety, but it really doesn't matter when you're on the 1. Everything at that point is half the distance to the goal. First and goal from the 1.5 mark. And you got to have the feeling here that South is going to be able to punch this in unless they make a turnover or a dumb penalty of some sort.
Right. This is the combination of faking that jet and then running belly.
Keaton Martin, another touchdown, adding to his South Oldham record book here. All-time leading rusher here at South Oldham High School. Well over 5,000 yards.
Wow.
And that was 2 weeks ago.
Jeez. Yeah, he's had an incredible year.
Outstanding player. Langford in to kick the extra point. 20-0. The 9:41 mark here in the second quarter. Snap is low. They get it up, and the kick is good enough. 21-0.
You know, when running that belly play, you're running that ISO play. If the defensive players are not getting low and they're not creating that kind of like collision and controlling the line of scrimmage, that play is going to be beautiful for South Oldham all night long. Again, you're working, you know, you're teaching, all right, if you run a triple option, the defensive coach are teaching option. They're assignment football. You've got fullback, you've got quarterback, you've got pitch. Then all of a sudden, Jamie's going to go ahead and make it look like the same triple option. Then he's going to run that ISO. Then I'm going to go ahead, and now you've got kids that are second-guessing themselves instead of just playing football.
Yeah, definitely so. And as you look at these two teams, it strikes me that Central Hardin is a top 10, I think even top 5 6A program in the state of Kentucky, the last ranking. And you're looking at how South, who's I believe number 6 in 5A, is handling them tonight. This could be a statement game, I think, from Coach Reed and the Dragons to say, listen, we know our schedule's been a little bit on the weak side this year, but we are good.
Yeah, there's something special. This Dragon team is really special.
Langford puts it up. Nice end-over-end kick. Going to be taken at the 15-yard line.
The patience. Look at that patience.
Gavin George looking for a hole.
He'll actually stutter. Did you see the way he stuttered his feet?
He sure did.
He chopped it, kind of waited a little bit, and then all of a sudden he found that hole and got a couple extra yards.
Out across the 35. It'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 30. No, they put it down at the 35.
This is going to be interesting. I'm the offensive mind. I'm running this wing tee. I am going to go ahead and say, you know what? We're going to control the clock. And I guarantee you he's going to come out and still run that buck, trap, waggle. He's not going to do anything silly. He's just going to do what he does best and try to get his kids under control. Now, looks like they're unbalanced over here to the left.
Elmore with the pitch. Trying to get to the corner, can't make the edge.
That's an outstanding job by the defense, outside linebacker. He played his outside shoulder perfectly and waited for the defense. He just slow played it. Nice job.
JT Benson again. We've been calling his name a lot tonight, both sides of the ball, and he's having a stellar evening running and defensively.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'll tell you when the outside linebackers have dual responsibility, but when you're teaching the young man to stay patient and just go ahead and drag it out and just play side to side, that's when you can know that you've done a great job of coaching.
Elmore under center, 2 men in the backfield. Trejane Sanders gets the handoff, and he's tripped up immediately. Minimal gain. It's going to be 3rd and long, and Central Hardin, I think they're starting to get a little frustrated. I would be.
Yeah, and again, when you've been playing these teams outside of in the state, you really don't know how much speed these kids have or how big they are. Central Hardin has been dominating, but when you go against this good special defense or this good team by South Oldham, they have speed, they're strong, they're also physical. And you can see Central Hardin needs to wake it up a little bit and see what they need to go ahead and capitalize whatever they do best.
3rd and 9 passing situation.
Little screen here, jailbreak.
He breaks out on one tackle, but he's in trouble. He's not going to get the first down. And he loses the ball, but they say it was down by contact. That was Gavin George on the reception. Trying to make something happen.
That's what they call a jailbreak screen. You throw the ball to the outside wide receiver, and what you want to do is you want to create a funnel, and you come run back in the middle. And then hopefully go right in the middle where the center of the guards are, and then go ahead and break out. He was trying to find some space. Didn't happen this time because of the speed of the defense.
It's going to be 4th down and 8. And it looks as if the punting squad will come out for Central Hardin. Not 4-down territory, I wouldn't think. I don't know that you're that desperate at this point in the ball game.
No, you got to be smart. You're down 21-0, but you still have to play smart, and you have to go ahead and let's go ahead and put the ball as deep as you can into South Oldham territory.
Xander Allen in to kick the punt for Central Hardin. And deep is Ethan Bednardzik. And, boy, he has been a handful back there. He's one of those guys that many teams don't want to kick to, and they haven't this year.
A lot of pressure up front. Looks like they see something they might be able to try to break and get this.
Good snap. Decent punt. Fair catch called for and taken. Bednardzik, he'll get it at the 26, and it'll be 1st and 10 South. He might want that one back. He almost looked like he regretted it after he did it.
Yeah, I think the thing is that with Jamie, sometimes, he's going to put a lot of pressure and go ahead and try to block the punt, and then you're solo back there. You're one-on-one. So I guess what you're saying is, look, if you can catch the ball, go ahead and wave it off. We'll go ahead and start wherever you caught the ball.
Yeah. It's so easy to take a big hit back there, lose the ball, get in trouble, muff the punt, focus on making the catch, let the offense do the rest.
Exactly. Be safe out there. That's a nice job waving that off. Again, the 2 back and shotgun.
1st and 10, ball at the 26. Pierce, straight ahead handoff, Keaton Martin, and almost outruns the tackle.
It's a nice triple option. I mean, we kind of ran with Tony DeMayo's offense where, it's just basically the fullback is going to read both A-gaps. And then it's like a zone play. If I can read whatever's there, I'm going to go ahead and straighten A-gap, I'm going to bend it back, or I'm going to go ahead and break it outside. It's a really good with that triple option in shotgun because now you're giving that back, the fullback, read, and he's going to be able to pick a hole and go.
Bednardzik splits out to the near side. Quarterback in kind of the pistol formation. Fakes the handoff, the option. JT Benson, nice fake. And now it's a sprint. How quick is he? But they're not going to catch him. Touchdown, JT Benson. He went 30. Oh, sorry. My brain's frozen.
He went
64 yards.
Yeah, I tell you what, that play was being able to go by that wide receiver. Outstanding downfield blocking and stay with his blocks. This team is disciplined. They're controlled. They do a great job. That downfield block by that wide receiver was the key for that young man to be able to break 64 yards.
That was Ethan Bednardzik. He's been an outstanding player of the game a couple of times this season for South Oldham because of things just like that. And it's 28-0. And holy cow, we're in running clock territory already. And I mean, I don't even want to mention it because it's been kind of the bugaboo this year, but I can't believe we're here. It's 28-0.
On paper, not seeing these teams all year, but on paper, you're like, this is going to be a defensive struggle. I mean, who's going to be able to score a point? And we're seeing South Oldham capitalizing and scoring a lot of points.
Well, they're not making mistakes. They're not making dumb penalties. They're doing all the things that a championship program does, making those downfield blocks. The wide receivers That's what, as a coach, that's one of the hardest things to do is to get those kids to go down 30, 40 yards down the field and still stay in the play.
Well, the thing what I like about this is these kids like each other. You can tell because I'm unselfish. I'm going to block for you. I'm going to go ahead. This team has got something special because they play together. That's one thing. A lot of times you see these wide receivers, well, if you're not going to throw the ball to me, I'm going to go ahead and jog off. I'm not going to do anything. But these kids are blocking downfield. These guys are doing everything together as a unit. This is incredible.
That's what makes champions.
It sure does.
Langford approaches. He'll put his foot into it. Not that deep a kick. This time taken at the 20-yard line by George. Again, patient.
I like this kid.
He gets it out across the 40 this time. It'll be 1st and 10. Nice return.
I was worried a little bit. They showed 4 up front, and they dropped the 5th guy, the middle guy, back. And I'm just like, Jamie could probably see an onside kick right there.
Yeah, anything's possible, and he's done that more than once.
Yeah, Jamie has a lot in his, in his playbook. He has things that, if I see this, if I need this, and Jamie's going to capitalize it. And, again, South Oldham is coached very well, and the players are just buying into it.
It kind of feeds on itself after a while, too.
It sure does.
1st and 10. Elmore going to drop back, put it in the air. Has a receiver downfield. Nice pass. Very well thrown.
Yeah, just, throw a little deep curl. I'm going to go ahead and sit where they're not. And the quarterback almost got sacked right there, but he had patience and threw it right there. Nice job. This is the first down, I believe.
20-yard first down pass by Elmore to Andrew Ibarra. Takes it inside the 50 to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Central Hardin, and they need a little bit of kick in the seat or something, some wake-up calls here.
Yeah, I think they got some first downs off of the play-action waggles. Looks like they're going to have to throw the ball again.
Now that time breaks out of a couple of tackles. Nice run from Kyler Lee.
Again, this is that fullback belly play, and really if the quarterback would have kept fake, I think it would have delayed it and actually gave them more chance for him to be able to run the ball.
Picked up 4 to be 2nd and 6.
We always tell our guys, this offense is an illusion. It's like a magician. I'm going to wave my hand over here, but I'm actually going to do something over here on my left hand. And, I'm going to wave my right hand, I'm going to illusion you, and then I'm going to do something else. That's what this offense is about. If the quarterback keeps his fakes, you have a better chance of being able to control the ball.
Elmore in the pistol, Lee to his right. He's going to put it in the air. He's in trouble. Nice block, and he's going to run for the first down and finally get knocked out of bounds inside the 30. So Central Hardin finally getting some plays put together here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to probably go ahead and stay in a little bit of the spread look, spread that defense out a little bit. Again, the quarterback sees the same vision. If you're going to go ahead and take all my receivers, and I've got room to be able to run. And he did a good job of being patient and going ahead and taking off.
1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. 5:27 to go. Clock stops with the out of bounds. Elmore. 2 men behind him. Handoff, and this time, big loss.
This is just straight up.
Break.
Yeah, I am going to come and I'm going to be aggressive and I'm just going to attack the gaps. And that's what you do against a wing T. You just be aggressive, you bust up the gaps, and you can, again, you lost 5 yards because you're trying to slow develop it. They're already creating havoc, and they're going to go ahead and get you -5 yards.
Deonko Wilkerson had no chance that time, loss of 5. It'll be 2nd and 15, ball in the 30. Elmore under center. He's going to turn around and look downfield, and he is
he's out.
He's an hors d'oeuvre for Luke Clark.
Yeah. That poor young man, he turned around, spun, and all of a sudden he just got nothing but a green helmet right in his face.
Nice play by Luke Clark,
yeah.
who, from what I've heard, may be heading to the University of Louisville.
Is that right?
Next year.
I'll tell you what, that young man took a heck of a hit to the ground with that helmet. Play action. You've got to get the ball off quicker. You cannot sit there because this team is very aggressive. They're going to blitz off the edge. They came off their edge, and they're just not accountable for it.
It's actually 3rd and 22. They called it wrong up in the booth. We try to follow what they say, but I can do math, and I promise you it's 3rd and 22.
Now this coach seems like he's already thrown 2 screen plays already.
Got a tendency.
Maybe vertical routes out here. That's what I'm looking now.
Elmore goes to his right.
Yep.
He's going to go straight down the field. Oh, man, he had his receiver. It would have been a great catch by Gavin George, but couldn't quite pull it in. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 22.
Right here, this is what you do. If you can go ahead and throw it deep, these are called vertical routes. You have landmarks. You want to go ahead and just run straight down the field and be able to hit what is open. This kid, one of the trips players, went and run a post route, and then the other 2 kept vertical. And they decided that was a good call. It was a good read, but the young man dropped the ball. Just a nice job opportunity on vertical routes. Just didn't capitalize it.
There was a penalty on that play. Illegal man downfield. Somebody released too soon. They declined to play. The result is 4th and 22 from the 37-yard line, and they're going to have to go for it here. 3:40 to go in the first half. Central Hardin cannot afford to give up a drive.
No, I tell you what, he's probably going to go ahead and run up in trips again. Probably going to run some kind of vertical, but maybe switch route where, just if you're seeing if it's a man coverage, I'm going to get the opportunity of beating a one-on-one.
Timeout taken by Central Hardin. They want to talk it over. That's probably a good idea. They'll take a break. We'll take one as well. Stand by. We'll be back right after this on Glycod.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here, South Oldham High School, the home of this one. It's a good ball game, especially if you're a South Oldham fan. You got to be happy with the score. It's just a bit of a surprise. Big play here, 4th and 22. Central Hardin really in a hole, and they've got to find a way to get a first down to start with. 6 would be great too. Elmore going to draw back. Nice protection.
Nice job, first down.
And a great pass. And he's got enough.
Yeah, they were in doubles this time, and basically what they were going to do, the defense was in a cover 2 look. 2 safeties and the corners are up. Again, that's what you find, a speed and space. You run it kind of like a double or a switch route, something you're going to sit in the zone, and that's what the quarterback had patience and found it. And now that was a heck of a throw.
Deonko Wilkerson, the receiver on that play, the running back who went out in the formation, found he needed 22, got 24. 1st and 10, ball at the 13. Central Hardin looking to get some points on the board here. Elmore.
Nice comeback route.
Nice pass. Everything about that was good, just didn't quite get the connection.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Collins High School is really good at that play. What they do is they go ahead and take that outside player, and it looks like he's going to go deep, and then all of a sudden he comes back towards the first pylon, and the quarterback throws it to that outside shoulder. It is one of the most hard plays to defend because you're thinking, am I going to throw it deep? Am I going to go ahead? But that back throw play, it is incredible. And oh, boy. What, we got, a penalty?
Huge penalty this time on offense holding, and it was deep in the backfield, so the 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul puts the ball all the way back to the 30-yard line. It's 1st and forever.
Yeah. You don't. One of the things.
1st and 27.
Patience is a virtue. You've got 2:50 left, and you don't want to go ahead and get it all back at the first play.
Fakes the handoff, going to roll to his right, puts it downfield, has a receiver.
Nice.
But incomplete. Good defensive play. If he'd not been hit, that receiver would have made the catch.
That was an excellent job. Just a little comeback route, a little, deep curl. or deep hitch. They have potential here. They're showing, even it's late in the second quarter, these kids are not quitting. They're picking up the blitzes. They're trying to do everything they can. And again, after adjustment at halftime, you probably will see a little bit better effort by Central Hardin.
Trey Garrison, the defender on that play, made a perfectly timed hit. No pass interference, but enough to jar the ball loose. 2nd and 27 from the 30. 2:37 to go in the first half. Mike Beck, Gary Satori here at South Oldham High School. The 8-1 Dragons host the 8-1 Bruins. It's been all Dragons so far. Elmore, quickie, downfield, into the hands of George. Man, he was in traffic. 3 men around him.
That shows really good discipline by the quarterback. Again, vertical routes, stay in your lanes. I know exactly where I'm going to throw it. And again, that was a bullet, and that was a nice job and a good concentration by that young man. And again, here it is. It is now 3rd and 7. And again, you got to be patient, but instead of throw it deep in the end zone, now you've got a better chance here to go ahead and get that first down or even get it in the end zone.
Well, ball's on the 10-yard line. He's got to get 7 for the first down, 10 for the touchdown. They've got some room to work here. Right-handed quarterback. He's got the wide side of the field to his throwing side. Clock down to 1:49. He's going to roll to his right, and he'll be chased. He gets out of one, but not the other, and a flag.
Let's see what this is. Again, coach has got to get out of that play action if it's going to develop this slow. He's not had enough time to be able to throw the ball.
I'm not sure what that penalty was. Face mask against South Oldham.
That's big.
5-yard face mask penalty. We'll bring up 3rd and short now. Obviously an inadvertent as the defender was going past the quarterback, I guess reached out and perhaps caught part of that face mask. If the referee sees that head turn at all, he's gonna throw the flag.
Well, 3rd and 9 now.
Okay.
They marked it off exactly where I guess the face mask was.
So that's an unusual. I'm not sure exactly how they do that, but
yeah,
they took a timeout. We'll take one as well. Stand by. We'll be back right after this on Glycod.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Mike Beck, Gary Satori here, South Oldham High School. I think Coach trying to figure out what's going on there. Why the ball placed where it was, but it ends up being a 3rd and 9 situation. They get a down back, but they lose a couple of yards, even though they got the penalty. So I'm sure they did the right thing. It's just sometimes rules can be a little mystifying on how they're implemented. Minute 37 to go in the half. 28-0 your score. South Oldham over Central Hardin. A little bit of a shocker here so far. Elmore under center. He's going to fake the handoff and be in trouble immediately and loses the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bruins.
Okay, so what they were going to try to do is run the waggle, fake the buck and come back waggle. That outside linebacker was coming. He knew it. They knew, Jamie and the defensive coordinator, they know that they were going to run waggle. He came off the edge. When you run waggle, the offensive line go ahead and do a down block, and then the guard pulls and logs, and then the backside guard pulls, and he's supposed to be able to pick up that outside linebacker in time. But with that blitz, the guard didn't have chance. Didn't have time. And that's what you do. You go ahead and you gamble on that. You just bring that backside and you go ahead and create it. And that's the reason why they're in that bad situation right now.
Huge 4th down play here, 4th and 17. Ball at the 20-yard line. South Oldham would love to get a stop here. High snap, Elmore gets it, no trouble. Forced to his right, going to put it up in the air, and it's picked off. I believe that's Bednarczyk.
He saw the young man in the end zone, but he didn't see the safety sitting there to be able to take it away. Just a classic thing. I see a young man open, and it's so far away, the defense gets to react to it. And now you're looking at South Oldham with 1:12 left.
Actually, that was Ethan DeVazier with the pick and brings it back about 40 yards. It'll be 1st and 10. And there's a discussion on the field. Was there a flag? I didn't see one.
No. There's a young man on Central Hardin has yellow shoes. That has been distracted me because I think.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, I think I say, well, there's a flag. No, that's his shoes.
Well, we're trying to figure out what is keeping the chains from. Because those guys are disciplined down there. They ain't moving until somebody tells them to. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's smart. Just a good chain crew is hard to find.
They do bring the ball out, set it down at the 45-yard line with 1:12 to go. South Oldham plenty of time for their offense. They've shown that already. 1st and 10. Will they try to punch it in one more time here?
Looks like that's speed option.
Pierce. That time probably not his best choice, but he'll be thrown down.
Yeah, and Jamie's going to go ahead and stick to his triple. He's going, I don't know. He's going to go one more play. Looks like you got one more play in you. And, you're up 28-0. Why do anything silly? You just go ahead and hold on to the ball. You got to get one more play, and then you're going in the house, and you're up at 28-0.
Yeah, I think they got to feel pretty good about where they're at as they head toward halftime. Probably will be the last play of the first half, unless something dramatic happens here, and then they may call a timeout. 2nd down and 10. Motion man is Carter. Pierce is going to put it downfield. And he'll pull it down and just run to the sidelines.
Oh. We got ourselves a little personal foul back here.
Pierce is going to pull it down. Flag comes out late in the play.
And that may be against Central Hardin. We'll have to see.
Frustrations right now. The young men, they're frustrated. A little bit of saying, a little bit of John maybe on the field.
Now, is that a spot of the foul, or is that at the end of the play edition? If it is a personal foul, it looks as it is against Central Hardin.
I think, well, we'll find out here. I think it's going to go ahead and where the ball was. And there it goes, 15.
15 from the end of the run, and so that will be a 1st down. And we'll put the ball down at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 will be the situation for South Oldham with 10.2 seconds to go here.
Why not? Just throw it in the end zone.
Yeah, they've got nothing to lose here. They've got the speed to get to the end zone, the arm to get it there.
Yeah.
Might as well take a shot.
Yeah, because, looks like they are a traditional cover 3 team with one safety. Looks like they got a young man trying to go ahead and go back into a cover 2 look. He's not very tall. I take advantage of that.
Pierce rolls to his left. He's just going to pull it down and run.
Pierce is going to pull it down and run.
And we got another penalty.
With 8? How can that be?
They put 18 seconds back on the clock.
Oh, there was 18 back on the clock. I'm sorry, I didn't see them do that. 2 flags come flying. We'll see what the call is. Probably a holding penalty downfield.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing in 10 seconds, and then all of a sudden, you said that they went ahead and put 18 back on there. I guess that's the reason why they
missed that.
Delay. Yeah. What do they got here?
Waiting for the call. It appears to be against South. Probably a hold, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Personal foul penalty called against the Dragons.
Personal foul. Okay. Well, they've traded some personal foul penalties here.
Yeah. This is where, Jamie, just go ahead with 8 seconds left. Just go ahead and get your guys.
Take a knee.
He's going to go ahead and run.
He's going to run a play.
He's going to run a play.
Jamie's not the knee guy.
No, he's not the knee guy. Not right now. But I don't even know if he's even going to get it off. The clock is running. There's it.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. South Oldham demonstrated they are for real. At least they're trying to make that statement. At the end of the first half, South Oldham 28, Central Hardin nothing. Stand by, folks. We'll be back with our halftime coverage right after this on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. Are you a hard-working, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
It is 38 degrees here in Crestwood, Kentucky. Mike Beck, it's been hot on the field. If you're a South Oldham fan, halftime score 28-0. South Oldham putting on a show against the Central Hardin Bruins tonight. Mike Beck with Gary Sartori in the booth tonight. Gary had to run out for just a quick second. You know, this is the way we roll here. But guess what? I have a special treat for you. Jim Kazmarek, who's not on the phone. We don't have quite that technology, but he did send me this message because he's watching the game, and I appreciate his color commentary so much. He says, listen, Central Hardin needs to stay with their strength. Big linemen, slow backs, immobile quarterback, run the power, ISO dive, repeat. Eat the clock. Stay on the field. South has too much talent and is too versatile to be allowed to stay on the field too long. Thoughts from Coach Jim Kazmarek, and again, my partner for most of the season. Really appreciate him, and he's recovering at home tonight with a knee replacement, and we wish you all the best, Coach. Hope to see you back in the booth soon and up and running around. Mike Beck with Gary Sartori here tonight. Gary's made it back, and it's been pretty much all South Oldham tonight. The Bruins really never got on track in that first half. A couple of times where they looked like the offense might fire for them, and then they either penalties or the defense just made a play. They're firing on all cylinders right now. Okay.
Oldham County 12, Collins 6 at halftime. North Oldham 0, Whipple County 22.
All right, so that's your scoreboard update brought to you tonight. Let's see if I can get my paper to the right place. By the Oldham County Health Department, Coalition for a Healthy Oldham County, reminding you that all Oldham County High School campuses are smoke-free. United Voices, healthy choices. For score of other games, you can always visit our website, glycod.com. It's real easy to find, glycod.com. And that's where you can find this game, find archived broadcasts of other games that we've covered. We've had South Oldham a couple of times already this year and seen them work their magic, and they're doing it again. This may be the most impressive one we've seen, though, because the level of talent, I know people are going, really? Central Hardin, are they that good? They're a pretty good ball club. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and take another break, come back in just a couple minutes with more. You're listening to Glycod's coverage of Kentucky and high school football. More right after this.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
HKC is announcing it's better than guaranteed roofing. If you're not completely satisfied with your new roof, we'll pay a competitor to replace it.
People today want contractors that stand behind their work. We're the only roofing contractor that's better than guaranteed. We guarantee your roof installation for as long as you're in your home. Call today for your free digital roof analysis and learn about the benefits of better than guaranteed roofing.
Better than guaranteed!
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Fantastic display put on by the South Oldham Marching Dragons, their marching band, doing a wonderful job tonight. Very colorful and creative, and kind of like the offense for the football team, which is creative and can be very colorful too. We've seen a number of players make some great plays tonight. But let's go back and look at that first half. Really, first quarter they came out, threw a couple of punches early, one off of that fumble, and had a short field, so that wasn't too hard for them, but it was a little bit of a surprise. 5 minutes into the ball game, South up by 14 points. I don't think anybody expected that.
No, and the thing is, it's just that South Oldham was just doing 2 or 3 plays. That was it. They're either going to run that belly ISO play, or they're going to run the triple option, or they'll run jet, and then they'll do the play action. I mean, they're running down the field with just those 3 plays, running plays, not doing anything special. You see it on film. You know exactly what they're going to do. It's just they're so well coached that they can do these plays, and that's the thing about this offense. You run it year in and year out. You have, I don't care what defense you run it, if you're so well coached and you can adjust it, even on the line, you can be able to run this play anywhere you want to. And that's what you're seeing. South Oldham's discipline, and they're just controlling the ball. I mean, it is 21, I mean, it's 14-0. And again, South Oldham's defense hitting that fullback dive, the first play causing the fumble, and then they were able to recover it. South Oldham is just absolutely just doing everything right tonight, and Central Hardin needs to go ahead. and rethink about what they were doing. And they were running waggle, very successful, and then they were trying to run their run game, which is so slow, and their defense, South Oldham's defense, is so aggressive that they're not being able to do anything.
And I think that we've focused so much on the work of the offense, and it's been pretty impressive. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to their defense as well, and they've got a really strong defense.
Yeah, South Oldham is just absolutely blowing up the gaps. They're just taking away what Central Hardin does well, and then that's when you're in trouble. You know, these are our plays that we do. We've been putting up so many points, and all of a sudden now they're shutting us down. Now we got to refigure out what do we need to do? What are we going to have to do? Because South Oldham's speed is just incredible.
One bright spot for Central Hardin, I'd say, would have to, well, there's two really. Kickoff returns I've been impressed. I know you've been particularly impressed with their patience on kickoff returns, and that might break into something here in the second half. That'd be a big help for them. The other thing I've been surprised with is the accuracy of Elmore. His passing been right on the money, even on plays where they didn't make the catch. He's been making really good throws.
Oh yeah, definitely. The young man has talent. He's been throwing the football, and that's what I think what they're going to do is go ahead and continue that. He's got poise. He's sitting in there, and all of a sudden he does, when he feels like he's rushed and he has time, he's running there and getting the yards by running the ball. But you're right. These kids are actually, when they're getting open, sitting in space and calming down, they're catching the ball. They've just got to go ahead and continue doing that.
Yeah, he's taking some shots too.
Yes,
stood in there and taking his licks.
I didn't think that one time he was going to get up.
Well, if Luke Clark hit me like that, I'd probably just lay there and I figure the emergency room's probably warmer than it is on the field right now.
Yeah, I tell you what, I wouldn't be able to remember it. I'd be like, where are we going for dinner?
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and take our final break. When we come back, we're gonna put on our smart caps. Not that I've got one of those, but if I did, well, I'll let you do it because you were the coach. I'm just a pretender here. And tell us what kind of halftime adjustments we can expect for both teams. I'll give you 3 minutes to think about it, and then you'll give us your best shot at that.
I'll try.
Stand by. We'll be back with more halftime coverage of South Oldham and Central Hardin right after this on Glycod.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
HKC is announcing it's better than guaranteed roofing. If you're not completely satisfied with your new roof, we'll pay a competitor to replace it.
People today want contractors that stand behind their work. We're the only roofing contractor that's better than guaranteed. We guarantee your roof installation for as long as you're in your home. Call today for your free digital roof analysis and learn about the benefits of better than guaranteed roofing.
Better than guaranteed!
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here. South Oldham is the place. It is 28-0 at halftime. About 2.5 minutes to go before we get the second half underway. And Central Hardin, they've got some work to do. They're down by 4 touchdowns. They're not out of this game, but they're as close to being out of it as you can be and still be in it. So what are they going to have to do? What kind of adjustments would you make if you're coaching?
Well, the first thing we're doing is we're huddling. We're getting together. The offensive line coach is the one that's got to do the most crucial adjustment. He's got to communicate with his ball players and saying, look, they're coming off the edge. We need to go ahead and do this slide protection. We need to do this because if we don't, we're going to be in a world of hurt. So they've already made adjustments on the offensive line play to be able to block. Now, what are you going ahead? What are we doing great? What do we need to work on? So they're going to come back. They're knowing that they're going to have to spread the ball. So they know that their game adjustment is going to be a spread. In my opinion, they're going to go ahead and spread a lot and do everything they can. Defensively, they have just gone ahead and said, look, this is the adjustment. Slow play it a little bit. Don't rush in. Try to go ahead and create those gaps. But bottom line is these coaches have been communicating with their ball players and saying, look, this will be one play at a time. We've already made our offensive line adjustment. We're going to go ahead and block a little bit better. We're going to maybe keep an extra back in. Whatever we're going to do, we got to get the ball, time to be able to throw the ball.
Any possibility, and switching, I guess, to South Oldham here, I see Alex Brown, he's the backup quarterback, and they're getting some warm-ups. Is that just for his own benefit, or do you think there's any possibility we'll see some secondary players coming in here pretty soon?
Well, this is week 10. This is where, quarterbacks are always going to keep themselves warmed up. But Jamie knows I've got to get my kids the best opportunity for playing time. I have got to get every ball player that I can ready for the playoffs. So I know that it's 28-0, but I'm definitely not going to do anything silly. I've got to keep my players motivated and up. Now, what does Jamie do? He's going to keep running this triple option. You will see some counters and reverses at second half. You just don't know when he's going to do it. He's going to put that defense asleep, and then all of a sudden he sees it. He's going to be able to run those reverses. Bottom line is he's telling his younger players, get ready, stay alert. You're going to go get in the second half if we keep on controlling the ball.
All right, the clock ticks down. It's time to get the second half underway. South Oldham received the kick to open the game, so they'll kick it away. Langford to put it in the air. Central Hardin to get the ball first here in the second half, and we'll see what happens. If Central Hardin can find a way to get to the end zone, this first drive probably will tell the tale of the second half. If they get shut down early, it may be a long 24 minutes.
Yeah, this is, I agree. You've already, I think you're setting the tone the whole year of running the clock, correct?
Yeah, we've pretty much. This side of the river has been running clock city.
Yeah.
And we will see what happens here. Deep for.
You see the 4? There's nobody in the middle.
Yeah, that's an interesting lineup.
If I had to do something, Am I gonna do an onside first just to put a nail in the coffin? I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him do things like that before.
Yeah,
I don't know if he'll do it now.
Right.
George deep for the Bruins, and he'll take the kick at the 17-yard line. Patiently looking, dancing around across the 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield. And finally brought down in Dragon territory. An excellent return They say he went out of bounds right at the 49, but hey, he'll take it.
Yeah, that's another thing, too. You know, you're making adjustments in special teams. They know that this is one of the things that they're doing well. So, you know, again, did they go ahead and adjust just a little bit more? But this young man does a great job of patience and does find the hole.
1st and 10, Central Hardin trying to get something clicking here on offense. Elmore, the quarterback, been running for his life quite a bit tonight. Gavin George here in the near side, split out this way. Quarterback under center, and a handoff straight ahead.
Yep.
Believe that's Kyler Lee. Not much there. He'll pick up a couple. 2nd down and long.
You fake that jet, you're either running trap or you're running a dive up there.
Gain of 3 on the play.
They'll give him 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball, they'll put it down at the 47-yard line. It looks really like a gain of 2, but, you know, who am I?
2nd down and 8 to go.
We'll see what the play is here. They're taking their time.
Yeah, it looks like they're a little confused on what they want to do.
It did seem a little slow coming out of that huddle.
Yeah. Interesting. Tight end down instead of spread.
Quarterback going to drop back, puts it in the air. And that is obviously a mistake, broken play.
This is what I was talking about, or saying I've got to make adjustments, backside adjustments. They didn't put the wide receiver out there. They kept the tight end in to keep him blocking to be able to protect him on the backside. That's one of the adjustments that they were made.
Pass was in the dirt. Isaac Lally, the nearest defender to it. If he'd have got a good jump on that, he'd have had a touchdown. There was nobody between him and the goal line. But that pass thrown low and away. 3rd and 8. Ball at the 47-yard line.
Again, they have the tight end down, so he's got in there to go ahead and protect.
8 yards to go.
Quarterback kind of in a pistol, not too deep. And he's going to roll to his left and be chased. And he's in trouble. He lost the ball, hit his own man with the ball, and it came out. Elmore just held it too long, trying to do too much with it, and that's a huge loss.
Yeah, that's one thing, you know, the offensive linemen, they really don't know. They're kind of confused, and then all of a sudden it got too close, and as he wound up to throw the ball, the offensive lineman ran into him.
4th and 21 is the situation, and that is a terrible break.
There you go. You're going to put 9 people up there. 10 people up there now, and you got 1 person back.
Xander Allen into punt. Ethan Bednarczyk back to return. Low snap. He'll take it on the hop.
Oh, there's
it's blocked. On the hop. It's going to be a touchdown on the return. How about that?
Again, that's one of South Oldham's great special teams is I'm going to rush. I'm going to try to block, and then I'm going to keep my deep guy to go ahead and just go ahead and wave it off. But that's the reason why he's so good at putting pressure on the punt team.
J.T. Benson comes in, makes the block, picks up the bouncing ball, and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. 34-0. Big extra point here from Connor Langford. Kicking team got to rush back out there.
I think what you're going to do is what you're going to see. You're going to go for 2, and you're going to go ahead and run the clock.
They're going to give it a shot here.
Mm-hmm.
If they can pull off this 2-point conversion, it will be a running clock.
He's on the field for a 2-point try.
Keaton Martin, tailback.
Where's the
Luke Clark in at a tight end. Martin goes straight ahead, and he got it.
Yep. That's what you want to do. Now, this is what you're telling your team. We're going to go ahead and score. We're going to go ahead, and if we get the running clock, we are going to keep our ones in probably just a little bit more, but your second team, we're going to filter in our young guys because those young guys have been practicing hard. We have to get them ready for playoffs.
Yep.
And so, I mean, you know, it's a straight-up book that you just go ahead and draw it up, and this is exactly what's happened tonight. Great job at South Oldham.
Yeah, this is the one time. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of running clocks. I'm just going to be honest. But in a game like this, I think it just completely deflates the other team.
It does.
And I just don't know that it's good competitively. I mean, I know that there's sometimes it's a mercy thing. but I've seen teams come back from 35 down.
Yeah, that's very rare because I know that unfortunately I've been on at that end where you get scored on quite a bit. And you're just saying, please let's get our kids home, get them home and let's regroup and play next week. But this is the thing about it is that let's get that clock running and let's get our younger guys in and let's get ready for the playoffs.
All right, well, 9:56. The clock will start with a kick. Langford going to put it in the air. Oh, they already started the clock.
Yep.
And a little short kick. Bounces around. Going to be taken back about the 10-yard line where they finally pick it up and return it. And it's just one of those nights. And you got to feel somewhat here.
He's everywhere tonight.
Yeah.
That's just frustrating. Trajan Sanders trying to return that kick and just really never got started. He'll be down the 15-yard line.
I'm not sure if Central Hardin has a regular grass field or a turf, but this turf field, it's different for kids that are not used to playing on it. And if that ball bounces a little bit, it's going to get it bounced a little bit harder or it's going to go ahead. But that ball is shaped a little funny, and you never know where that thing's going to land.
Yep. Tackle by Ethan DeVassier on that return. 1st and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. Central Hardin trails 36-0, and they're going to stay with the run game. Deonko Wilkerson looking for space.
Sorry.
Doesn't quite find it. Finally, they just stop his forward progress and whistle him down.
This is what they call the old buck sweep. You're going to go ahead, and it's like an off-tackle play. The thing about this is that when the tailback gets the ball, he breaks, and then he reads it. Is he going to bend back? And that time, that's what he did. He got a couple extra yards off of that.
8:14 to go as the clock's counting down. Picked up 5 yards on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Elmore moving his players around. Real frustrating night for the Bruins. I think they came in here not expecting this outcome. I'll say that. They may not have known how good South was, but I think they thought they were better than they performed tonight.
Yes, defensive line for South Oldham is so quick. They are physical and quick. Central Hardin's offensive line is having a difficult time being able to protect the quarterback.
6-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 11. Ball back on the 14-yard line.
Pardon me.
That's all right. It's we've been fighting things all week. I've had bronchitis, and I thought I coughed up a lung at one point, but I wasn't sure I was going to be able to be here. But we're here.
Yeah.
We're getting it done, so I appreciate it. 3rd and 11, and here they come. He gets it up. Nice pass. Good defense.
Young man has a nice high release throw. He's got a speed on that ball.
Wrapping him up immediately.
Somebody's down. It's a South Oldham player. Oh, they got him up.
I think that was Trey Garrison, I believe. He's coming off limping. But at this point in the season and with the success they've had, these kids are not going to quit. It's going to have to be a serious injury before they're not going to come off the field.
Oh, yeah.
Punting situation. Sander Allen, he's gotten too much work tonight. Good snap that time.
Almost got another one.
Takes a bounce. Picked up. Bednarczyk. He reads the hop as well as anybody and returns it about 8-9 yards across the 45 to 46. It'll be 1st and 10.
Got a player down.
And another dinged up player.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a block in the back right here on the return. The referee kept his he didn't pull out that little yellow flag on that. Got lucky.
I believe that's Devontae Armstrong. They're going to take a look at him. They'll take a quick break while they take care of him. And we'll take a break as well. We'll be back right after this on Glide.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High. You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here. Noah Gettler, the injured Bruin, but he's able to get off the field. Not sure what the problem is. He's favoring that left arm, and hopefully nothing serious. But a penalty on the play, and they're going to start the clock here as the injured player leaves the field. Running clock situation here in the second half, 36-0 South Oldham over Central Hardin. Did not anticipate this tonight.
I have a score. North Oldham 0. Woodford County is 29 at half.
Motion.
Nice
and a
belly.
hand. Nice run straight ahead. Keaton Martin picks up about 3. 4. We'll give 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Excuse me.
Nice little belly play again. It's the same play. They're not going to do anything special. They're just going to keep on doing what they do well. That's a nice belly play. Again, that's an inside isolation play where they go ahead and block the middle linebacker. They open up the hole, either going to go ahead and down block and kick out the end, or they're just going to go ahead and just wedge people out and just go ahead and block that linebacker. It's a nice ISO play. Really good. They do an excellent job with it.
Starting offense still on the field. Martin straight ahead again, out to the 40. He picked up another 5. It'll be 3rd and 1. And they can just be very patient here and just, as long as they're getting positive yards, just keep it on the ground.
Yeah, that was a nice little quick dive. That's just a simple dive. Wedge blocking up front. They're just getting after it, staying low and getting after the defensive line. A couple of defensive line players are getting slow getting up. They're going after them. They're beating them up pretty good.
3rd and 1, ball at the 40-yard line. Pierce, Martin the tailback, the only back, and Martin gets the handoff and the first down and more. And there he goes, bouncing it outside. If he gets a block, he may get in the end zone. He reverses field, and he's going to make it. Keaton Martin goes 60 yards rather for the touchdown.
Yeah, I was watching the defensive line play for Central Hardin. They do stand up. They're rising right up, and South Oldham's offensive line is just getting right underneath them and driving them back. This is a great little dive play, and the toughness of him and his running ability. He's not going to go down on the first tackle or the first wrap.
Become the school's leading rusher and take a knee on every play, and he certainly didn't that time. Fantastic run and used his downfield blocking again very well, and great to see the kids contributing, making sure that when they win, their team wins.
Exactly.
And I think so many kids these days play a much more selfish game, and that's to their own detriment because you can't win a football game by yourself.
No, you can't, and that's one thing that I'm saying about South Oldham is these kids play together. They like each other. They want to see everybody be successful. It's an unselfish team, and when you see very good high school teams go this far and win this, it's because of the gel, because they like each other, because they're unselfish, because they see the team first instead of themselves. It's a really special unit of kids. Young men, I should say, instead of kids.
43-0 the score here as the clock continues to run. It's been a running clock situation most of the second half. Will be throughout the remainder of the ball game. And you got to believe if you're a Bruin fan or a viewer or somebody here in the stands tonight that's a little bit shell-shocked. I mean, they came in last week. They were so close to be undefeated at this point in the season. And they come in here and, South Oldham has manhandled them. Simply beat them in every aspect of the game, and A little bit of a shock, I would think, if you're a Bruin fan tonight.
Yeah, I definitely would. You just wonder about who they played against. I mean, is talent level, truly that good, whoever the schedule is now. See, once again, these kids find the hole patiently. Nice return.
Good return. Stays in bounds, continues to fight, and that return was Terry Brooks, one of the up-backs who took the ball. The bright spot for Central Hardin tonight's been their kickoff return team.
Yes.
And that's never the team you want to have the best night.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that means you've given up a lot of points.
Yeah.
And, give them credit. They're not quitting, at least on that squad. And I'm not saying they're quitting anywhere, but you got to wonder what they've got left here in the tank. Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Out of all the special teams you want to run, that's the only time you want to run it one time. And that's it. And that's either in the first half or the second half, and that's it. And apparently they're running it quite a bit.
Yeah, it is tonight. Probably the only play here in the third quarter for Central Hardin, or in this series in the third quarter. 1st and 10, ball to 45. Second team offense is in, and look at that. Oh, my goodness. Stays on his feet, and it's a touchdown. 45-yard carry. And we've got second team players. I'm going to have to try to figure out who it is because everybody has changed.
Yeah.
45 yards all the way to the
I guess,
for the Bruins,
is the number one defense still in?
I don't believe so.
No.
That did not look like the number one defense.
I see a few players, they might be rotating some in and out.
Yeah, that was none of the players that I'm not recognizing their numbers at this distance.
Right.
If that was the first defense, they were shocked.
Right.
43-6, the shutout now taken off the board. No time left on the clock here. And they're one player short. And they're going to get a penalty here.
That's one thing. Why in the heck?
I don't understand.
I don't. Totally out of the game. Either that or the young man's hurt over there, 62 probably, and then
his backup
didn't know.
That can happen. Nice kick. Nice kick.
Right down there.
Extra point. Was good. 43-7. Central Hardin.
And that is also the end of the third quarter.
At the end of 3. South Oldham 43. Central Hardin 7. Stand by. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
He's got his hands team in there. They saw it too.
Welcome back here as our second half coverage continues. Fourth quarter underway here, and we're speculating during that break, would they try the onside? And it looks as if they lined up to do just that. Hans team is up for South Oldham.
Yeah,
only one man deep.
Oh.
And that's Bednarczyk. He has to go back and chase it down. Takes it on the, loses it. That's not Bednarczyk. Who is that? That's JT Benson. Oh, and he's into a scrum. That is a little bit of frustration there on that play.
Yeah, definitely. You lose your helmet, you're out of play no matter what. But
yeah. Fortunately, the referee showed some restraint, which hasn't been the case all season. I've been a few games where the referees seem to be way too quick on the draw to throw that flag. But that time I think they showed some admirable restraint, knowing that players are a little frustrated. Do we really need to hit somebody up with another 15-yard penalty at this point?
Exactly.
It's not egregious. These are kids, and it's a game. 1st and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. South back, and we will see the second offense out there. A lot of new players, a lot of new numbers. Help us, patient with us as we try to catch up. New faces and new places. New quarterback is Alex Brown, and a timeout taken by Central Hardin.
Yeah.
That's an interesting call. They'll take a quick timeout. We'll take one as well. Make sure our sponsors get the love they deserve. Stand by. We'll be back right after this on Glycod.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here, South Oldham High School. The score 43-7 over Central Hardin. And a bit of a surprise tonight. We didn't expect this. Alex Brown, the new quarterback for the Dragons. And a handoff up the middle. We'll have to wait a moment to see who that was. I don't know if Keaton Martin's still in the game or not. Typically that would be him on that carry, but we'll have to check, see the numbers.
Well, I have another update on the score here. I have Oldham County 19, Collins 6 in the third quarter.
Caden Anderson, the new tailback for the Dragons, number 24. Anderson picked up a couple on that. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 10.5 to go in the ball game. Running clock since early in the third quarter. South Oldham just came out of the gate flying tonight. Brown rolls to his right. Little pass. Lally with the reception. Breaks a tackle.
Nice play action off the jet sweep. Don't have to go crazy and throw it deep. You throw it right in the flat because you're doing dual responsibility by that outside linebacker. He's got to be respected and take away the jet. When you do that, that leaves the flat wide open, and that's a nice job. And then he turns up by a missed tackle and gets an extra, and he gets the first down.
Lally on the reception, his first catch of the night, and it's enough for a first down. Ball out across the 25 of the 26. 1st and 10, South Oldham. Under 9.5 to go now.
There's a wishbone triple option probably. Nope, toss sweep.
Quick pitch. Sprint to the corner. And runs into the Josh Carter on the carry, and he got all the way to the barrier on the outside.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a frustration push. Get out of that sidelines.
Pretty sure that's his first tackle of the season.
Ball out to the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Even though it didn't look like he got much on that play, he picked up 4 yards.
Yeah.
It's just a sprint to the corner. If he'd have got to the edge and been able to turn it up, that'd have been something to see.
Unbalanced onto the right side, the wide side of the field. Going back to that toss sweep again.
Let's go that way this time. Turns it up. Nice downfield blocking. Isaac Lally on the carry.
That's an unbalance. You got your wide receiver all the way out to the wide, and then you've got your tight end also to that side. So now you're unbalanced. And then you got your 2 backs leading. So now the numbers match, and that's the reason why you're able to get so many extra yardage.
3rd and 1. Ball at the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 36. They're pretty close. Brown comes in with a play. Sends the team out of the huddle. They come to the line. They'd love to just keep this drive going, never let Central Hardin get the ball back.
Yeah.
Offense straight ahead. First hit.
Fullback dive. Nice surge.
Just got in there behind the line and followed his blockers.
Yeah. I'm definitely seeing the defensive line standing up. You know, that's one thing. You know, they're big boys. And that sometimes is that if they're not in the proper stance and leaning forward, they want to stand up and read. And then that's when the offensive line gets underneath them and just drives them out.
That was something that was taught to me by my coaching staff. I played defensive end one season in high school. I'm not the tallest kid on the team by any stretch at 5'10". I said 5'11" back in those days as a stretch. We'll wait for the play. 1st and 10, pitch. Lolly on the pitch.
He's gone.
And he'll get thrown out of bounds with some mustard. And no flag.
No, that's
it's just a rough tackle. There's nothing.
Yeah, we got the
egregious.
Sometimes the fans get a little bit over.
First down, South Oldham.
Yeah, I've seen that. But one of the things that they taught me, the big offensive linemen would many times stand up and they would lose their leverage.
Exactly.
So that the goal was you get up into them and you can move them, doesn't matter how big they are.
Exactly.
And that's what you're seeing here on the reverse side, the offensive line's moving those bigger defenders.
Yeah, I always used to crack up, I always tease and try to be funny, but I said, it's Greek and Latin. I said, he who is lowest winneth. So that's what I said. That's my Latin. I always tell them, I say, he who is lowest winneth. And that's the way it is in this game. You've got to get leverage. You've got to get lower, and you've got to be able to drive them out.
1 yard carry that time from Caden Anderson. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 44-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Running clock. South Oldham in control and heading to their 9th win of the season. Regular season ends tonight. 9-1 will be the result.
Jet sweep. Nice. Oh.
A flag comes in. Carter thrown out of bounds. That time, there is a penalty. That was clear.
Yeah.
And that was just a little bit. Central got away with the last one. They weren't going to let him get away with the second.
I think you're probably going to see a holding call by the wide receiver first.
Yeah.
And then the personal foul second.
So we'll have to wait and let them sort this out. Josh Carter on the carry. Got it out to the 39-yard line with a little help from a hold, I believe, as you mentioned. And there's the signal for the hold. And then there is a dead ball personal foul.
Against Central Hardin.
So they march it back 10.
And then take it 15.
Yeah.
People they get so upset about that.
Yeah, they got to march it off.
Yeah.
So they can get the right spot.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of this. When I'm down on the, for 24 years, you're down on the sidelines. You don't see a lot of the fans get.
They get worked up.
Yeah, they do. And you're like, just know the rules.
The end result is a 2nd and 5. Almost got back to where the back got to on that play.
Exactly.
So, that penalty really hurt Central Hardin.
Yeah, and that penalty knocked off about, 4 minutes? Seems like.
Yeah. Chewing up the time as well.
That's fine. Jamie's just like, let's just hurry up and get them home. Let's get now worried about week 11.
Lolly.
Look at that. Nice job.
He reverses his field, gets his quarterback to come throw him a block. At some point, you got to run upfield, though.
Yeah.
Don't get your quarterback hurt by dancing around too much.
No, but I tell you what, that shows a lot of bit on film. Your players, your fellow teammates respect you a little bit for throwing that little block there.
It sure does.
Yeah, they're saying, okay, instead of me just watching the play, I'm going to go and get involved. I'm going to get somebody.
Picked up enough for the first down, and they will set it down at the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything except for Jet, Belly. He's not running anything special. There's Belly again.
Up the middle. Don't even see Central trying to strip the ball, and it seems like that ball carrier that time was Jeffrey Burton. He is a freshman getting some carries in a varsity game, but he didn't look like he had it tucked away securely. I'm surprised somebody's not trying to knock that ball out.
Yeah, this is the first test, really. I mean, Central Hardin has always been on the other end.
Yeah.
How are these kids going to react? How are these kids acting? There's.
Well, it's going to be devastating as you head into the postseason next week.
Definitely. What's your psychological effect? What are you going to do? We got to get them bounced back. We got to get them ready.
2.5 to go. Lolly goes in motion. Freshman takes the handoff again.
Nice early play.
Burton goes ahead.
Going to be close to a first down. It looks like they're going to move the chains.
I think the playoff system is a little different this year. You stay within your district until the third round. So Central Hardin, the way they manhandled everybody, they should be able to get to the third round easily before they actually see another competition.
The same for South.
Right.
Yeah. First down, ball on the 17-yard line. Minute 56-ish.
Well,
using up all their time, and this one's pretty much academic at this point. Trying to use up every second they can. Brown waits for the ref to signal. Snaps and a handoff.
Is North Hardin and Central Hardin in the same district?
I believe they are.
Yeah, so second round might be a little bit more difficult.
We'll see. Second down and 9. He picked up a yard on that carry. Again, I believe that was lost my Jeffrey Burton again. Lost my spot there.
Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and take a knee now. There's no reason to do anything more. They're going to victory formation and just go ahead and take a knee.
That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah. There's no reason to do anything but just go ahead, and as soon as you get the okay by the coach that's running the clock, go ahead and run the play.
Takes the snap, takes the knee.
Yeah, you got an assistant coach that's got his watch out there. He knows exactly how much time, and then all of a sudden they're looking at him. He tells them to go ahead and take the snap. That's controlling the clock. It's a well-coached, that's a good staff. They've been together for a long time. At least the offensive coaches have.
And that's going to be it. The final score, South Oldham 43, Central Hardin 7. We'll take a break and be back with our post-game coverage right after this. You're watching Glycod. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by LaGrange Service Center, a family-owned car repair shop that also offers 24/7 towing and wrecker service. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street. Call 502-222-1673.
Welcome to our post-game coverage. Mike Beck, Gary Satori. Glad to be with you, Gary, tonight. First time we worked together, and we thought we were going to have a doozy of a ball game. We got something completely different. A a demonstration, perhaps, of South Oldham's dominance and a statement, maybe.
Definitely. Again, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for letting me sit here because I know, the coach. He's. I hope he's feeling all right. I've had 2 hip replacements, so I kind of know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but
he's been texting me.
Oh,
so
has he?
He's watching.
Yeah, but it's been a pleasure, and definitely, you're right. Seeing the sorry about that.
That's okay.
Seeing the dominance by South Oldham has been incredible.
Well, it started out early in the first quarter as South Oldham took the opening kickoff and took just about 4 minutes to go down the field and get that opening touchdown. And we thought, okay, well, they're here to play. Central Hardin, a lot of times you don't know what to expect. Speed is hard to coach and prepare for. But I kept thinking Central Hardin's going to regroup, retrench. And it just never happened. The first play on their offensive series was a fumble, and all of a sudden they're down by 2 touchdowns. I think at that point, maybe mentally, it was almost out of the bag for them already.
Yeah, definitely. When you can't make adjustments or you can't go ahead and fix whatever's going on, you're in trouble. And that's exactly what happened. South Oldham dominated the entire time. I was expecting to see any kind of change, any kind of adjustments, and Central Hardin was just absolutely in shock tonight.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll have our outstanding players of the game and more. Stand by. We'll be back right after this on Glycod.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
What if I told you that one group had relationships that ran the media gamut and could cross-promote your business accordingly? For a creative, solutions-driven approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
It is post-game coverage here. Yep, this one's over. Running clock will do that to you. And can't say as I'm too brokenhearted because I'm freezing. But it's all right. Time for our outstanding player of the game tonight. And, these are sometimes hard to pick. Sometimes you got a couple players that have had really great games. We could have picked any of 4 or 5 kids for South Oldham. Central Hardin was a little harder to choose because no one really had what I'd call an outstanding game. But
exactly.
We picked a couple of guys. So let's start with Central Hardin and Chase Elmore, the quarterback. And I thought he made some good throws.
I did too. I really thought that, even the hits that he took, I was just like, I couldn't get up off of that one. But he came back and threw a really nice ball. He tried to do everything he could to get his team back into play. And I thought he did a great job. It definitely deserves the player of the game.
Thought he showed some poise and leadership out there on the field in a cause that was lost early on. Tip of the hat to Chase Elmore tonight. Also on the other side of the field, could have been Keaton Martin, could have been Anthony Pierce, he played a great game, ran a great game as quarterback. But J.T. Benson really seemed to be on a different level tonight. He looked like he was having fun, too.
Yeah, definitely.
And he blocked a punt.
And he blocked the punt, and that was crucial. And, anytime on special teams you do something like that, that really either puts the nail in the coffin or it changes the whole outlook of the game. And that's why I believe, you and I agree on that he deserves to be Player of the Week.
All right, so again, we think
player of the game.
Yeah, outstanding players of the game tonight. Chase Elmore, quarterback of the Bruins, and J.T. Benson, a running back and all-purpose guy for South Oldham Dragons. Tonight's most outstanding player brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service. They're a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Visit their Crestwood location at 6159 West Highway 146 or online at andersonsales.com. For more on tonight's winner and all the recipients, you can visit us at glycod.com. Stand by. One more break, and when we come back, we'll wrap it up, put a bow on it, and send it to the freezer because I think it's already frozen. Stand by. We'll be right back.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Are you a hard-working, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High. You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
And here we are. We're coming back here. Mike Beck and Gary Satori. Gary, we've done some yeoman's work out here. I think we should get hazard pay. Once it drops below 40, I'm starting to shiver. But let's take a final look at the scoreboard tonight. What do we have here on the scoreboard?
Well, what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing Oldham County 27, Collins 6 at the end of the third quarter. So,
okay.
And that's all I have right now. That's the only thing that I've been updated with.
Woodford County was leading at half.
Yeah.
Pretty good lead there on North, and North's just had a tough time this year.
Yeah, I saw basically it was North Oldham 0, Woodford County 29 at halftime, and that's basically, that's the two scores that I have.
Okay, well, that's a look at the scoreboard, and the scoreboard brought to you tonight by the Coalition for a Healthy Oldham County, reminding you that all Oldham County high schools and campuses are smoke-free. United Voices, healthy choices. And for scores of other games throughout Kentuckiana, go to glycod.com. Final thoughts on this one here. I think South is they're ready for the postseason. I think they've been itching to get to match up to some teams that they think can give them a battle, and they seem ready for what's to come.
Oh, I agree 100%. I mean, this is what, pregame, we thought this was going to be, to the last second, who's going to win. But Oldham County, I'm talking about my old times there. South Oldham is basically ready to play. They're focused. They are a team. They're excited. I know that this is going to be a great post, regular season and playoffs. They're ready to go, and I'm excited to see them. I like to see them go to state this year.
Well, they have the tools perhaps to do just that. That's the goal at the beginning of the season, and we wish them the best as they start that quest next week. For Central Hardin, this has got to be a letdown. This has got to be a punch in the gut.
Yeah, this is one of the things the coach, was talking about. He's been warning his players all week, stay focused. Sometimes the team gets a little bit over, confident. And then I said, we're going to go ahead and dominate the rest of the year. And then all of a sudden they get a little bit of smack in the face. And now it's got to go ahead and you've got to regroup. The coaches have got to get together on Sunday, if they meet on Sunday, and got to talk to say, this is what we got to do to build up our team. And we've got to go ahead and start fresh. And, again, I always told my players and the team, it breaks down to 3 times. The first 5 games, it's a warm-up. Usually don't have district play. Then you've got your district, and then you've got your postseason. But you have to be ready. You have to be healthy, and you got to be a little lucky. And one thing that I'm going to go ahead and tell my Central Hardin players, refocus, go back to business. Let's go back to the drawing board. Make sure we don't make any more mistakes.
All right. Well, we'll follow them as the postseason unfolds. That starts next week, and next week we take the show on the road. We stay in Oldham County, and we go up north here a little bit to Buckner, the home of the Oldham County Colonels, as they welcome Bryan Station in. And Bryan Station not having one of their better seasons. Oldham County apparently headed toward a win tonight, so maybe they've got things rolling at the right time.
Well, I know I get to talk to Coach Fox, the offensive coordinator, because we work together at the same school, and I've talked to him about playing Bryan Station. He says they have a lot of speed. They have a lot of speed. But, the thing is that discipline comes into play. And I think Oldham County, with their discipline and being able to just do what they have to do and stay focused, I think they can have a nice advantage over Bryan Station. It's colder. Sometimes that plays an effect against other schools.
All right. Well, coverage begins next Friday night, November 8th, 7 p.m. Tune in for Bryan Station as they come in to the home of the Oldham County Colonels. That's going to wrap it up for us. Gary, it's been fun. You did a great job tonight. Enjoyed working with you, and look forward to doing it again next week.
I appreciate it. It's been great working with you, too.
All right. Well, for a rebroadcast of this game and the most in-depth coverage on high school sports, click on glycod.com. Join us next week at Oldham County. Tonight's executive producer has been Steve Bird, Ashton Beck handling our scoreboard and graphics. Will Harper did a fantastic job on the camera. He didn't focus all on the cheerleaders this time. We're really proud of him. I'm just teasing. And that for Gary Satori, I'm Mike Beck. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Until then, God bless. Take care. Have yourselves a great weekend.
Tonight's broadcast of Oldham County High School's football was brought to you by Metro Windows. One call can replace your old rotted windows. By Anderson's Sales and Service in Crestwood, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. By Vaughn Pettit Legal Group, for intelligent legal solutions. By LaGrange Service Center, caring for your car with Napa know-how. And by Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.